Hello friends, today I received a request from a student to evaluate his answer sheet. The essay he had written was on "There is no greatness where there is no simplicity." I found this topic very interesting and thus I thought to make a video on that. There is no greatness where there is no simplicity. The student told me his problem, that he runs out of his ideas and he could not fetch more ideas, and he was not even able to reach the word limits. So he had a problem with content. And when I saw the essay, I also felt the same. And the problem which I noticed was that in the essay, he had confined himself to discuss historical examples only. So he talked about Mahatma Gandhi, he talked about Subhash Chandra Bose, he talked about Buddha, he talked about Swami Vivekananda, Ambedkar, and all such historical figures, but he could not go beyond that. So it's very important, friends, to talk about society and fetch ideas from your surroundings when you are confronted with an essay which is either philosophical or such a quotation based essay. So I will just show you how easy it is to fetch so many ideas in your essay, and they are all simple, plain things. So let's begin, friends, the discussion on this essay, which goes like this: there is no greatness where there is no simplicity. What does it mean? It means, see, greatness and simplicity, they are a binary opposition, just like love and hate, just like lightness and darkness, just like sorrow and happiness. They are a binary opposition. Something is great when something is not simple. That's why it will be great, otherwise it will be simple. This is the traditional thought. But in this essay, the topic breaks down this contradiction. It breaks down this binary opposition, and it suggests that what is simple is indeed great. So let's come to discuss this essay. This essay says that simple things, they lead to great results, and pompous and complex things, they lead to poor results. So you have to see around your society, you have to see within yourself, you have to see in your family, you have to see in your country, and trace out all those examples where simple things are fetching great results, and pompous, complex or extravagant things, they are leading to poor results. So we will begin with the introduction. I have provided you. You can talk about this thing called binary opposition and how this essay breaks down this binary opposition between the greatness and simplicity. Then you can explain what this essay means. In these two lines you can expand and put up in this explanation. And now I will quickly start coming up with different dimensions and ideas related to it. So let's begin, friends, and let's begin from your own self. What is the first thing which comes to my mind? I usually begin my essays at an individual level and proceed towards larger macro level, or the other way out, that is the opposite. Let's begin with the individual level in this essay. One of the first things which is there is health. In health we see that simple thing, simple lifestyle, it gives us better health. If you wake up early in the morning, if you go for evening or morning walks, if you sleep early at night, if you eat simple plain food, you will have a great health. On the contrary, if you will indulge in activities, sedentary activities, or if you will indulge in activities such as playing games, or if you will eat fast food or food rich in cholesterol, then it will be detrimental to your health. So great health is found where there is simple lifestyle which is close to nature. Okay, friends. After this, we can talk about the next level. We will talk about family and relationships. Now, have you ever noticed what advertisement industry it shows us? That to show your love and affection and to have a great family, you need to give fancy gifts, diamond rings, jewelry, designer dresses, or you need to take your family members to fancy locations for vacations. But that is what those industrialists and capitalists want us to believe. The reality is quite different from this. In reality, your family will be a happy family if the members give each other time, affection, and love. Now, time, affection, love, these things are very simple things. You don't need to be very economically rich. You don't need to have a flamboyance around you. Then only you can buy time and affection. No. And this is very relevant here. In today's world, we see how celebrities who have all the wealth of the world under their feet, they have glamour, they have fame, but still they commit suicides. Still they live life full of solitude. They have no one to talk to about their pains and griefs. So what does it show? That good family and good relationships are not necessarily dependent on complicated things. They are dependent on very simple things, that just in a family everyone should talk to each other. They should give support, emotional support to each other. And this is very relevant even because in our present generations, families are breaking down. Divorce rate is increasing and a lot of marital discord is increasing. So, in fact, now next thing you shouldn't write, but it is even true that a very famous star couple of who had cleared UPSC civil services, it was in news that they went up to for filing a divorce. Now their success in career, their top ranks in the most competitive exam of the world, it did not help their relationship stabilize. So relationship can stabilize with simple things, and those simple things are not dependent upon these wealth or fame or money. So from this we'll come back to this again, but next we can move to the next point. We can talk about, say, at some political stuff we can talk about. We will talk about governance now. And what do we see in governance? In governance we see that we have a lot of schemes in our country, and often these schemes, they overlap with each other. They are very complicated. There are many schemes for getting same results. So there is an overlap. There is a plethora of schemes. A few years ago, Economic Survey also talked about it, and it suggested that why we should bring down the number of schemes and instead have less schemes, simpler schemes. So less schemes and simple schemes, they are better to implement. So you can talk about how complicated schemes are poorly implemented and how they fail to fetch the desired results. Some of the successful schemes of last 2 decades, such as Manrega, if we talk about, that is rural employments, that was related to employment, or DBT. Why they have been successful? Because they were simple in their designs. Since they were simple, they could lead to better efficient governance. So from governance we can look around more things. We can talk about laws. In our country we have complicated laws. We have one of the biggest constitution in the world, and our laws are so complicated that they are a paradise for lawyers. Only lawyers can understand them. And what does it result in? It results in 3 crore cases, or check the figures for that. 3 crore cases are pending. 3 crore litigations or cases are pending in courts, different courts. So it takes many years for a case to be solved, whether it is related to property or whether it's a criminal case, because our laws are very complicated. Thus we need to reduce the complexity of our laws. Similarly, we can talk about from laws, I am again reminded of labor laws. I will write it separately, that industry and business. ease of doing business. Now, if you know about it, industries in India, businessmen or industrialists, they are very shy of scaling up their business, at least on papers, because it is said that when you increase the number of laborers, then because of complicated labor laws, it becomes very difficult to manage your paperwork. It becomes difficult to manage your paper. You cannot expel those labor who are not productive, or your cost of business increases drastically if you increase your labor force. So that is why we are very behind in ease of doing business, and thus we need to do away with those complicated laws which are stifling the progress of our industries and putting the cart behind. Next, you could have talked about environment. We see that how environment is deteriorating because of our greed, because we have forgotten that man's happiness lies in staying close to the nature. You can talk about sustainable development. In fact, you can say that, you can even invoke Mahatma Gandhi's that famous quote that the world has enough for need of the man but not greed of the man. So there is not, if we keep pampering our greed, if we keep going after a lifestyle which is not sustainable, if we keep relying on energy, and if we increase our energy consumption, so if we keep increasing that because of a complex lifestyle, then we are doing harm to the world. We are inviting climate change, we are global warming and all those things. So environment is examples related to environment can be a good place to suggest that how simplicity is needed to achieve a better world. So in this way, friends, if you look around you, so you will find many examples which suggest that greatness lies where simplicity is there. And if we keep running after complicated things, then we're just making the world a bad place to live in. And in fact, I'm here in the case related to family and relationship and health, related to health. There is a sub point related to teenagers. What you can mention in that is, in teenagers, a lot of girls these days, because they want to achieve size 0 figure, they don't eat properly and they go for forced dieting. They don't eat properly. They force themselves to stay away from food and nutrients in the hope of getting 0 figure, just like they see on screen on TVs, on MTVs. And what the result is that they suffer, and they suffer from this problem of anorexia. Similarly, many boys and young males, they go for artificial steroids because they want to beef up their muscles and look the way their role models, those male models, they look like. So these problems of anorexia, these problems of chemically charged up food, steroids and all these things, hormones, artificial hormones, this is arising because people are moving away from simple lifestyle. People are moving away from having simple goals for themselves. We should have simple goals. We should think about having a body which is strong internally, rather than going for hunting for a body which looks superficially strong. So when you discuss these problems related to teenagers and young youth, you are able to show that you understand the problems related to your age groups. Okay, and the other problems also, through when you discuss issues related to health, family and relationship, governance, laws, industries and environment, you're able to show that how you understand the society really better. Here you can add one more thing here, and that is related to education field. Education has been very much in news this year because of national policy on education which was announced. You can mention that how our education field, there is too much of bureaucratic mindset, which create hurdles in the intellectual development. you need so many licenses to open universities, and sometimes it is said that there are different agencies from which you need to get licenses. Though we're trying very hard to get rid of those complicated things, but when we, on the one hand, we get rid of one complicated set of rules, on the other hand we create new set of complicated rules, the result is that our education structure remains so, which discourage innovation. And when innovation is lagging behind, then we are also lagging behind. With these, friends, something extra also you can add, and that extra thing what you can say is here is that in the name of simplicity, we should not shy from scientific progress. So this will show that how you can look up some other dimensions also, which this is not talking about. Though this is contradictory to the statement, but what we want to suggest is that in the name of simplicity, we should not turn back ourselves from scientific advancement. Just like we see in coronavirus battle, the battle against coronavirus, many countries they are in the race to come up with vaccines. There are more than 100 projects around the world. So the success in these projects will crucially determine our survival rates. And for such things, we can say that we cannot turn our back towards scientific progress. Somewhere towards the end, you can conclude, and you can talk in the conclusion that how you can make a brief recap to all those problems which we have discussed. You can say that how we need to go for a lifestyle which is simple, how humanity should not go towards self-annihilation. We are digging our own graveyard by constantly creating a lifestyle which is not sustainable. We humans have forgotten where the real happiness lies. We've forgotten where the real happiness lies. We are running after superficial things. We have forgotten that real happiness lies in our homes, in our family. We have forgotten that real happiness lies in good nature, environment. We have forgotten that real happiness lies in just and fair distribution of wealth. It lies when everyone has employment. So for all these things to take place, we need to get rid of that mindset that happiness or greatness lies in something which is complicated, something which is extravagant. So on this note, you can end your essay. So I think this would be sufficient to discuss, and in fact this year you can also talk about art and culture, that how in art and in movies and cinema there is now a trend emerging where people are realizing that you don't need big fancy stars to have a great movie. In fact, simple actors, which is more relevant, who talk about the problems of people and who talk about stuff and stories to which people can relate themselves to, they are becoming more hit. So this is a positive sign. So with this, friends, you can wind up your essay here, and I hope this was beneficial to you. So good luck and keep practicing. I hope you will achieve great success in your exams. Thank you.